Hey everyone, it's Richard here again. A difficult and challenging video for me to make and for you to believe. Seriously, you won't believe this stuff. I've had a seriously strange life, and I think I should say about it because it may help to inform you about what's really going on behind the scenes and what's really happening in the world, all the chaos. I know something about that, or at least I have theories about it based on my own experiences. And it's really my own blog as to what I'm referring to, namely demons. I'm not joking. They exist, or did, and still do, I think. They're still around. But nobody seemed to notice or respond at all ever on Twitter or comments, just nothing. I guess no one didn't know what to say or respond. Was it? It's not a. So I thought I'd make this video because I speak truth to power like other YouTubers, and it's either brave or foolish. I'm not sure which, because it's kind of scary to, perhaps be labelled as kind of weird or whatever, or to point out the facts that people just don't want to hear or can't cope with. So to give my sort of background, I think one caveat is my memory is just blown to pieces. I can barely I've remember a few chunks about my life, and more recently, which I'll explain later, but on the whole, I can't remember anything at all. I think it's because my childhood was so extreme, so intense, that my mind just went, memories went, bye-bye, I'm out here, see you later. Just amazing bollocks. A long time ago, yeah. For example, I went on holiday to Anglesey with my ex-partner, about 10 years ago. I know I went there, but I can't recall how long for, like a weekend or a week. Can't recall where we stayed or what we did. It's just a blank. And that's so typical. I've had holidays I can't recall, don't think about them at all. Previous years, some of struggle with it. It's just bonkers. And this is long before I discovered drugs. I'm a cancer consumer because it helps me to survive and to cope with life. It really does. It's one thing that does. But I also have short-term memory issues. I know that, but long-term, I seriously doubt it. These problems I have go back to age 7, I think, or 8, thereabouts, because that's when all shit started. So yeah, that's my caveat, because you might think, oh, this poor she's gone nuts. I'm about to tell you, but these are my honest recollections of events, as I now recall them. Because the point is, they're so weird. I think once again my mind went, can't cope with this, and forgot them. Was unable to recall them until about 2010 or thereafter. Because the previous year I had a major breakdown in Frankfurt. I was just wrecked. Could not go in anything for 2 years afterwards. Just blown away. So yeah, I think for some reason they're now resurfacing. But because they're kind of memory islands, I would have struggled to place the context and timing and the people involved. It's quite bizarre. But apart from that, they're not good memories. But as far as they exist, they're partial. But as far as I know, they are sound ones, just of unusual events. It's like my UFO encounter, which is also in my blog. That's real, I know it is, but the event itself was weird. Just what on earth? Strange stuff in my life, and when it turns to UFO, I'm always certain I'm not the only one. There's many more people seen those things and had encounters with alien beings, or whatever, apparently, judging by the sheer volume of stories or accounts around, it seems to be true. And I've had encounters with demons. I kid you not. And I think I'm not the only one. I need to explain my background and tell you what's been going on with me. Because I think, pretty sure, they're still here. And they're in human form, in high office, because that's where they can do the most damage. Hard to believe, but that's my theory. I'm going to give you some background evidence to support that. Whether you believe or not is entirely to you, of course. I'm just saying I'm honest. I hate liars. Fucking hate them. For good reason. Their lies, their deception have ruined my life. Just totally wrecked it. It was bad to start with, but they made it even worse. So I hate the bastards. If I'm going to hate anyone, it's them. It's fucking arseholes. So, to start with, what I call, at age 11, as in my blog, I went to bed as usual, woke up mid-morning, early hours of the morning, I guessed, to find this kind of gargoyle thing sitting on my chest. It's all true, as I call. And it's fucking weird, of course. But what was even strange, I was quite calm about this. I think because I've been working from a deep sleep, I was probably installed Delta status in my mind. Oh look, there's a dream here. I better cover this and do it, or like that, whatever. And so yeah, I calmly had a chat with this thing. For one thing, it's very heavy, sitting on my chest. You know, it's so heavy that it interfered with my breathing. That's why I woke up, I think. And the thing is, I've been reading The Guardian about an article in The Guardian a week earlier, which cited 14 cases like this, which I was intrigued by, because one or two, okay, maybe they just, somebody's imagination gone wild, but 14? And this journalist person, I think she's a woman, had somehow found these people and got their accounts, and this article was all about that, and I thought, well, okay, put it aside. A week later, woke up, found this thing sitting on my chest, just as the article had indicated. I can't recall exactly what I said now. It's along the lines of, I read about you last week. So yeah, it says I know. That's why I'm here. And I'm not sure I really swore at the time, but it's basically, freaking heavy. How is that possible? It's magic. Seriously, this is my recollection of what actually happened. So I then calmly thought, well, how the fuck am I going to deal with this? And basically I decided to play to my strengths, which were my legs. Very good runner, very good athlete with my legs indeed. They're just ace things, really strong for my age. So I thought, what I'll do is well, I also forgot, before I applied it, I tried to grab him, his arm, or say its arm. It seemed male, but that's just my view. So he pulled back as I did so, but I felt his skin. Got his leathery brown skin, quite thin arms, and kind of pointy ears and a almost triangular face. Quite a sharp angled chin, I think. Long time ago. Anyway, this is a video that's damn hard to make. I think, what? People go, what? Fuck, get off. Jesus, plenty of 130. I know. This is seriously shit. Fucking weird life. Anyway. So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll bend my legs up at the knees, then press down about arms at the bed, lift my entire torso off the bed, which I believe I could do even that weight. My legs and arms are strong enough to actually for me to do that. But exactly that, carried this thing over to the side of the bed, then rolled over and tipped off onto the floor. He was just stunned. He ran away, but whoa. Oh, this is serious weird shit. Serious weird shit. I don't know how. And since then, I recall meeting people in Kent and speaking about this incident, and they said, "Oh, I've had that encounter," or something like it, and 3 of them said this in this group. 3? Can't be that many, surely. But there were. They all recognised what I was saying. So. It's not just me saying it, it's the article in the Guardian. It's 14 cases. And these 3 people had confirmed their own cases. So, you know, I'm pretty damn sure these things are real, not just my overactive imagination or my insanity when these things actually happened. They're real. They're freaking real. Just evil beings actually exist. And age 14, I was fortunate to have met or got involved in a youth group at the cathedral. Fortunate to meet them. Could have been starved of friends at all if I hadn't done that. Anyway, I walked in one day on a Sunday through service. I used to be out. I was never really actually Christian, but because the youth group was a Christian group, I went along with the bullshit for a while. And not offend Christians, but believing stuff you can't actually have any evidence for is a bit dodgy, to say the least. You think I was going, where's the hard evidence? Where's the scientific stuff? Just where is it? Where is it? Anyway, I came one day, went through the glass doors, because there's glass kind of panel doors on the front of the thing, and saw this kind of gargoyle thing standing by the wall. At that point, I forgot about the 11-year-old encounter, so this was new to me. So I asked this thing kind of politely. I still can't work out how to be so calm with this stuff. Actually, I think I do know why, but it's a bit strange, but yeah, I'll tackle that in a minute. But I said, well, what are you? And he answered, a minor demon. I thought, whoa. So what can you do then? And I don't know why he answered honestly, but he did. He said, I can't come on the exact word. He said, I can mess people's minds and delete memories. Insert his own thoughts in your own voice, as if it's your own. True. Or pick up memories of your own in a selective manner to kind of convey a particular message or ethos or whatever, some kind of nasty behaviour. And yes, what my name was. So I took my name, that's my full name. It's a bit weird. Still get why. And this conversation continued in one bizarre manner. And oh yes, initially yes, you can see me. Yeah, I can see you, I only hear you. Well, in that case, then we can see I hear you. What? So I decided to put this to the test because I just wasn't believing this shit. Who would? So, kind of on a school friend I had at the time, I shouted, "Poxy Christians!" as loud as I could. I was sure that would go attract some attention, but no. Nobody turned around. No hint of anyone hearing me or seeing me. And to the latter point, I stood in the front door where a tall guy, who had entered the front door and was walking towards the aisle. I stood in the aisle, straight in front of him. He didn't see me, to the point of almost colliding. At the last second, literally the last second, somebody called his name, closed the door. He turned around and walked back. Didn't see him at all. I'm sure of it. Because he didn't slow down or he was walking normal pace straight towards me. Would have collided if he could another second bang. So I made all this. I can't recall exactly what happened next, but soon afterwards, I somehow became visible again and, real. Like I'd been in one dimension and come back to the real one again. That's the best way I can explain it. It's so freaking bizarre experience. Just blows my mind still. I still can't believe it now. What good old life I had. Jesus Christ. Anyway, these people got coming in the door, starting having to go at me. I said, "Oh, you're a demon. You just popped out of nowhere." I said, "No, I've just been here all the time." It's true. I didn't say I thought I wanted to be visible. I was a bit of a... Well, I suppose I was not entirely honest at the time. I was trying to still protect my sanity and my, social life, I guess. So yeah, they started kind of questioning me in quite a aggressive manner. I said, "Well, this doesn't sound very Christian." I said, "Oh, no, it's a very big one." And they pulled back. But they sort of puzzled, and I was puzzled, and I was after that. So I then sat down my friends at the time. Sat down with them. And I was like, "Where have you been, Mitchell, the past 15 minutes?" I was there. It was true. And again, I didn't say what actually happened. I just let them think I'd actually been there, then just haven't seen me. It's kind of a lie, which I'm not happy with, but yeah, I just didn't fancy having to answer all these awkward questions just as to what was going on. So I thought, best leave it alone. Being selfish perhaps, but I was 14. Think I could be forgiven with that. So I left it at that. That was the end of the incident. Except this one other thing. About a week or two later, I think it was May time, this guy walked in, quite a hot day. He walked in with a black overcoat, black hat, dark trousers, black shoes, in hot weather. I asked him, "Can I help you?" So I just standing at my door. And he said, "No, I found what I'm looking for, thanks. And I think he meant me. Seriously. This is just another weird encounter. Anyway, I digress. So, these odd strange memories I've now recall since about 2010. They kind of slowly surfaced over the years. Serious shit. Especially in Kent and in particular in Maidstone. Somehow I took a job down in Rochester. That itself was weird. At the time the whole area's got a nest bed of dodgy beings and dodgy events. It's strange stuff. I'm not saying it is now, but I do know Nigel Farage came from there. So, yeah, the job first. That was my first real job in my IT career. I went in the company, but it's down that way. And there was one day when the team leader says, "We've got to go to the meeting, Mitchell, to the manager's office for a chat." Disciplinary meeting. What's that about? And the previous week, he had given a task to do, which was virtually impossible for him to achieve because he spoke really quickly. I tried to take notes, but this was longhand, not shorthand. I needed shorthand. It was so fast. And I was trying to keep it, and I said, "Well, look, could you elaborate a bit for you? I've got a job to do, busy." So I went. The next week or so, I asked him 3 occasions, "Can you help me out here with the clarity behind the issue, and says, no, I'm too busy. So, this is about, I think I recall it's about 1,000, maybe 1,200 words of text which I had to note down. A lot of words to explain what he did, explain what he wanted. So anyhow, I did my best as I could, and I got it wrong. No surprise to me, because the specification was just shit. And so I've been taking a test for this. I thought, okay, a bit odd to actually do that, because why did the team just tell me in person, do this and whatever. So eventually came out and fixed it. And the issue was, my code was largely correct, but in the wrong location. So I found it difficult to test didn't tell me any kind of test setup. We had to, well, not much of one. It wasn't available, wasn't readily available. So the whole thing was just a bonkers test on the outset. So I got hold of the office. This was early in my career, but even I knew then that on the first alleged offence, which I think was just bogus anyway, but the first alleged offence, the manageress in this case, the team leader, and HR. No one else. That's how I call for them. And when I got there was manageress, no HR person, and 9 of these guys facing me. First alleged offence, 9-1 outnumbering, and no HR person to speak for me. Just a ridiculous setup. There's clear setup to kind of oust me. I actually resigned on the spot because I wasn't doing that shit. But I think the issue is personal, because prior to that, they were kind of rally enthusiasts and invited me to join them. I don't like cars and stuff, but anyway, they invited me there to have a go and try it out, so I did. Got there, didn't like it at all, because I wanted to seeing cars crashed and things as they were, because all the excitement and drama. Oh, another accident, bang, yay, fun. Just weirdos, I thought. Quite to the face by me and my boys, they weren't happy about that at all. I was quite offended. I think people are weird sometimes. And prior to that, I think separately, the whip sometimes, my memories are a bit weird, or a bit unsure, but I went to a party with them, and one of their girlfriends accused me of following her, which is completely untrue. I was on the opposite side of the room at the time, but she said I followed her. And as I'll explain later, I now think that was a doppelganger. Being me, pretending to be me, without even being aware, because I didn't notice at the time. I wasn't following her, so I didn't see her doing what she was doing all the time. So maybe she thought she was being followed by me, but it wasn't me doing the following. So whoever it was wasn't me, but she thought it was me. And so they all ganged up at me, because I said it was bullshit, they didn't believe me. But then threw me out. Because I was just, emotional beings, as most are. So yeah. And then the only social life I had at the time was being a stoner. My social life is how I enjoy myself, if I ever get to meet people. And I decided to move to Baystone because it wasn't that much for the initial place, and Monty Ball contacted a larger town, so I moved there. Found a good place to stay. Straight away, the first house I asked about. Nice central location, near shops, decent, okay house. So I took it. Friend. And I thought, how am I going to meet people? I thought, I know. I use my senses and go out sniffing. So I did this. I walked it down, And I walked down one street, which downhill, going below a railway bridge, I think, onto the arches, I think. As I walked one past, there's two. As I walked past one house, there are two guys standing there having a fag, and the door opened, and a whole waft of smoke came out, and it was kind of a stench. I knew the smell well. And I'm going to talk to these two guys because they were talking to each other. So they obviously knew each other. So they're not good enough to the police, mate. Well, this is we can I get involved basically. And so they've had to be there and had a good time for once. So that plan worked, I'm pleased to say. Because afterwards, I actually had friends for once. My whole childhood was so crap, I just struggled to meet anyone at all. But once I actually did. People actually invited me around to join them, and they even turned up to my house and, just a party. It was great. Exactly what I wanted. But that whole kind of network was just blown apart. Because I retired from this job, I now had to pay the rent and I didn't have no income. Because I couldn't tolerate the abuse of the bastards. The whole thing was just crap, but I had no, because it was still probationary period, I had no way of going to tribunal or whatever, no choice at all, so I just sod it, I'll leave. I'll take this bollocks. So I could have got another job, maybe I couldn't find one, not to my skill set. Maybe there was one, but I just couldn't be asked. And then it got even worse. Got really bizarre. Because I recall going away at the weekend, for example, Amsterdam, going to the coffee shops there, having a good time for once again. Coming back, following Monday, the Monday after the weekend, I can't recall how exactly, there's one, what was it? I think the Monday might have been a bank holiday, but I wasn't at work, because I was retired. It's either because I had left work or just a holiday. I think it was bank holiday, I'm not sure. I think it was. And I was going into town just to go to Smith's or somewhere to a magazine, maybe. Another way, I was on a strange encounter with a guy named Joseph I met before in the pub. But I had about 10 minutes at most. That's all, very hard, barely knew at all. And I had very good eyesight at the time, and walking along, I did not see him in the crowd ahead of me. And I could see for bloody miles. Seriously. Detail. And there was this loud bang to my right, and I looked at it as a kind of builder, hitting a hammer or something. I turned back, it was only a second. And he was running towards me, literally running. Out of nowhere, as far as I could see. Because he wasn't there. A second later, he was there. Strange. Anyway, I let that pass and just, he said it won't, there's a meeting you can go to. I thought, what meeting? Didn't know any meeting. And he says, well, it's in this building over here, I'll give it directions. And so, out of curiosity to find out what was going on and his strange behaviour, I went over there. I'd never been in before, so I took directions from the local shower garage and eventually arrived at the place. Found the main doors locked, but according to Josie's instructions, to be a side door open, and indeed there was. So I went in there, heard some people speaking, and followed the sound, entered the room. Introduced myself, and told me this Joseph guy had sent me there. They knew Joseph, but they were puzzled when I introduced myself. I could see the look of puzzlement on their faces. I thought, this is odd again, a bit more odd. Anyway, they didn't say anything, and I didn't ask what the puzzle was about. I just noted it. And then a woman at the back says, I'm surprised to see you here, Richard. I said, I suppose you know my name. Because I hadn't been there before. Been to fucking Amsterdam. You know? Day before Sunday I was in Amsterdam, all flying back from there. Today, seen them first time ever, and they thought I was here the day before. Freaking weird. Eventually, got to the point where they were so disbelieving on me, I just completely... Apparently this version of me had a size of a woman, you know, sexual assault. And that's one thing I'd never ever do. I wouldn't even think of it. It's horrendous. Because I know what abuse of power feels like as a child. I would never ever abuse my power. Just won't. I've protected women before now. I just don't go there. That was awful. I just was screaming at them. What the fuck is all about? And they just wouldn't believe us. They just would not trust me at all. So eventually I called the police in. Because I still had my passport on me from the journey. I hadn't actually sorted out I hadn't put it away safely, just to hand in my pocket, fortunately. So this police woman told her this weird stuff going on. And, they would never actually tell me what happened about previous state. It's just, I kept asking what happened, and they wouldn't tell me at all. Seriously, wouldn't tell me at all. So the police asked us to do two things for me. One, to find out from them what happened yesterday, and then tell me, which was seriously roundabout way of doing things, but I had to go there because I did not know what they talked about, and eventually I found out from this police what went on in some detail. And then I asked to check my passport, the passport office records, you know, because I went to the passport control on the way out and then back. And she confirmed that I was actually out of the country at the time. She said to these people, you know, Richard has got this passport, he was definitely out of the country. This is a police report saying this, therefore, back off, as it were. And they were stunned by this. And I was stunned by this guy, and I've done. I still can't. Anyway, these people tried to be a church group. And I told you there's actually a demon here, I think, they're like, or a doppelganger at least, which is reputed to be a demon in disguise, a shapeshifter, a being that could take different forms. Well, by folklore and reputation, that's all I knew at the time. But apparently this thing was bloody real. So if I had met this doppelganger, it'd be actually me trying to face my evil twin scenario. I thought, Jesus Christ. This is a weird video. I'm sorry, it's freaking weird. I can't believe it now. But anyway, I can't recall the exact time, but similar events happened about 3 or 4 times. There's once I went to Amsterdam, as described. Another, I went to London for the day. I went to getting Bournemouth. I went to Matisse exhibition at the Tate Modern. I thought it was crap. Actually, paid 15 quid for a crap piece of art. That was awful. Anyway, following day, most of the people, I can't recall exactly how many of them, but again, they thought being there previous day, it doesn't seem bad, and I had that same kind of pattern again. I thought, shit, what's going on here? And all these people being hostile towards me. I was trying to make friends and so forth, and they're being hostile towards me. This kind of bollocks is like muscling you par excellence. What the hell? And the third time, I went to Hinkley to see my mum in Leicestershire, Midlands. All weekend, came back, following day, another encounter of the same kind. And this is just shit freaking weird. And you got to the point. Well, these people were clearly not only, as I say, well, let's take the Amsterdam case for example. Not only wasn't there, but they kept forgetting. As I said, London one. It's an even stronger case. I went to London, came back the following day, went out again. I think it's a bank holiday. Pretty sure it was. Met some people, I don't recall how I met them, but I did. And they were convinced I was there, people staying in this building and doing something naughty and behaving badly, and I wasn't doing that. But the point is, I actually told them in some depth and in some detail what I did on that day in London. And especially, I said I met no one there at all, because I was quite disappointed. I thought I might, off the entree, meet somebody, a bit desperate maybe. I said actually no one there at all. And I repeated these statements about 4, 5, 6 times in a row, because they've forgotten them in the meantime. And, so I think there were demons present there at the time as we were speaking, messing with these people's minds to get them to attack me on their behalf. Seriously weird bloody shit. But I'm telling you this, because this stuff actually happened. I hope you'll get the message for this video, because you can see and hear me as a recording, speaking it, and if you think I'm lying now, you must be, I don't know, what? Delusional? Because how could I've lied through my teeth for demonstration purposes only. I thought, I wondered how they could do this thing, and I thought, well, I could try for demonstration purposes, and succeeded. I met some police once who was for them, and I chat with them, and I can't give it quite the context, I'm sorry, I can't. A lot of weird stuff happened in London, and kids just weird stuff. And I talked to them, and I was saying, to be sure you can tell whether people are lying or not, because I bet I can mislead you. I did. So there's 4, I won't say how I did it, because it's dangerous technique, but I did it. So there's 4 of them, 3 blokes and a woman, all wearing the usual blue-black uniform. I turned to one guy, wow, I didn't know you guys wearing green uniforms these days. And all the 3 looked, and he looked down to check the uniform, and all the 3 looked at them, because I was so convincing. I convinced them I was telling you so much they actually checked my statement. Seriously. And so I can lie through my teeth, I can, but I can't sustain it. That was hard work, and I did 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes probably. But the point is, it can be done. And if you know how, you can practice doing it in front of a TV camera, because that's easier than lying to people's faces. You're lying to a thing, and it's not a person, is it? You're lying, conveying some message as total bullshit to a TV camera, and who knows who watches that. But it is possible, and I'm damn sure it's been happening in high hours in this country. People lying through their teeth to TV cameras, journalists, courts, inquiries, and so forth. That's a fucking total bullshit. And they can do it because they're demons in disguise. They're masters of deception and lying. And the biggest, greatest concern I have is them appearing to be human, because they set an example for others. They're leaders, by virtue of their position. They lie through their teeth, or they say bullshit about racist comments, whatever, and their followers, their fans, the fan club, because they need a leader, need someone who's bold and brash and wins elections. Yay, he's our leader. Like, guess who? The one who lies through his teeth, that one. Not naming names, I think you can guess. So, yeah. Make of this what you will, but that's my account. And it gets worse. It gets much worse. Because I think this has been going on for centuries. Seriously. I think the Middle Ages when it all started. Shall I say what? I don't know. I have my reasons. And assuming that's the case, that may help to explain the following observations. 1. There's a huge number of people now in this country and elsewhere in the USA, for example, who are completely, utterly ignorant. I don't know how the school system failed, but it did in a big way. They've got no knowledge of science at all, hardly. No knowledge about government, the important stuff. No knowledge of themselves, the really important stuff. Their behaviour and biases and, thinking skills. Nothing of that. Because their teachers weren't taught that stuff. And in turn, their teachers weren't taught that stuff. Or their parents didn't know it. Or their teachers didn't know it. Because if it goes back for centuries, I think it does, they'd have been born into a culture where these important things weren't known, because they weren't taught to anyone. And so the holes in our knowledge persist throughout centuries, if not generations at least, until now we've got masses of people with holes in their knowledge where foundational important stuff should be. I know this from my own bitter experience as a child, because my own mum kept me extremely isolated between the ages of 3 and 8. Never met any children at all, no kindergarten, just bloody little, of my own age, hardly ever. Which crippled me for life. Even now I struggle to meet people. So when at last I had to leave Maidstone to protect my friends from these bastards, I thought they might get at them to, abuse me or to split my friendships. And I thought, I don't want them to suffer at all. So I left. I was basically driven out driven out the job, driven out the area. Because of my own caring and compassion, as I dare say, for others. They used that against me. The nasty bastard. So yet again, I ended my own. I just never recovered from that. I had some kind of life and boom, gone. And I think this is happening to other people. Because this Guardian article cites 14 cases. I know of 3 others myself. And if they're anything like mine, they too have been tormented by demons. Just for fun. I think we're their sport, their entertainment. And maybe, and this is guessing, this is my speculation, but my theory, I think their goal, like team, like let's say the red team and the blue team or the yellow team or the green team. Their objective is to see how many people they can persuade to kill themselves. I think that's their game, their sport. They're so fucking evil and nasty. But I say that's theory, that's speculation, based on scant evidence. But I do know, from my own personal experiences, that they can take other forms, including human form, and they do their dirty work to their utmost because people, proper people, human beings, think they're human, and therefore can't believe the bullshit. Just can't believe it, and follow their lead. In some cases, in many cases, because they don't know any better. They weren't taught better. I wonder why that is. And to give an extreme example of different forms, again in Kent, again getting stoned with people. I had an encounter, I don't want to go into the details of it, but again, it was an attack on me. One of my mates at the time actually caused me physical injury, unknowingly, but he did. And the reason was, there was a demon behind him on the fence. I saw it. My other mates are there also saw it. I could see he was looking at things. He was going, woo. We both were. We both were. And, when we met a few days later, I asked him about his experience, and I told him what I said, and he confirmed it, and it was this, and you won't believe this at all. This thing on the fence had the body of a squirrel, or that size, the tail of a lion, a small squirrel tail, but bushy bit at the end, and get this, a giant head for a squirrel of a monkey, big round monkey face, huge head on a squirrel's body, which is impossible, physically unsustainable, but there, with human eyes, looking at me and this other guy, I think Adam, and they went, what the fuck is this? And then they scampered back along the fence, dived off into the shadows and down sight. And this thing used my mate to attack me again. They're bloody bastards. They really are fucking bad. This thing was seriously fucking weird. Just what the hell was that? So, how do you, dear viewer, and no doubt stunned person, deal with this stuff? This is one of the longest this is one of the longest videos I've made. I'm quite shocked by it, but So, here's the thing. I know they lie through their teeth. I know they deceive people by appearing to be human. I know they're fucking nasty. And what have we got in the world? We've got homelessness worldwide, actually barbaric practice. People that can't cope with life thrown out on the streets for those to walk past and just basically ignore. Got that. Which is a real stain on the soul of society. It really is scandalous. Just shocking, I think. But it's normal. Be normalised. Evil, cold evil, be normalised. Yeah. We got the climate crisis, the emergency, in fact. The freaking emergency. Getting really fucking severe shit now. People, wake up and study the climate science, as I have. It's scary shit. And worldwide, people are just doing nothing about it at all. Like, what on earth? Or worse, a cop, promoting oil and gas even more. Our own government, new oil and gas fields, and, the trade deal Australia, Johnson said, forget the climate criteria or abandon those to get the deal. No, Liz Truss, I think, one of them. They've got shit in the rivers and shit in the seas. Pollution the environment. Got people doctors being attacked, NHS being attacked, underfunded, starter funds, split into pieces, divide and conquer ideas. We got that with various groups attacking one another. Got Brexit, civil war almost. It's just insanity. Got its grip on the land. Just bonkers stuff. Or because of fear of immigrants. Which has some basis, to be honest, because if you have one culture which is overwhelmed by another, if you have that, then that's a genuine concern. So if I said, if you say, I don't know, take Birmingham, 2 million Australians appear one day, I think people in Birmingham were widely concerned, as with the Australians, and especially Aborigines. Yeah, so for cultures, I can get the point, but telling that dislike to people, or fear about unfounded fears about losing jobs or whatever, is seriously nasty, and that's Nazi stuff. That's Nazi speaking, and propaganda is also Nazi stuff. Very effective. Set up a channel, tell the truth, get trusted, then pop out lies, and repeat them after me. 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2. That works because we people have needed, the brains have needed to repeat things in order to remember them. So repetition is built into mental mechanisms. So if you simply repeat things, the brain thinks, it's true. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. Which is why advertising is so effective on TV. You know, you turn on TV, what's the news? Everyone going dark and advertising. Bye, planet. The sheer scale of commercialism and capitalism is staggering. The pollution produced is just staggering. And how does that occur? Because the polluters never pay. Therefore, the costs used to justify the business to make the profits are never costed correctly. Therefore, the businesses help to create climate crisis, global warming, and we, humanity, are being used by demons to wipe us off the face of the fucking planet. And all of life at the same time. And then they can really get to work with killing the planet itself, herself. That's what I know or believe, based on my experience. It's been seriously shit weird. You know, the evidence is out there, people. It's just there. You're only staggered by the sheer scale of, nastiness and viciousness around these days. War crimes in Ukraine, war crimes in Gaza, crimes in our own government, crimes not challenged by Parliament or any other police force or authority. Just don't they get away with it? Lies to the COVID inquiry, just all total lies, bullshit. These WhatsApp messages going missing. When government officers should be duty bound to make backups anyway. No freaking excuse. Oh dear, we killed lots of people and we brought lots of people suffering. Oh dear, lots more pain. This is real, people. We're under attack. And the enemy is within our own government and other governments. Because why else would they not help to stop the climate emergency? If they cared for us, if they had a duty of care at all, they would be doing as much as they possibly could, and more to the point. Why aren't people screaming their millions that camped outside Downing Street right now, demanding something be done? Something be done? Because the journalists don't have time to do. Media people don't mention it, because they're all in the same boat. They're all nasty fuckers in positions of power and influence, running the show, messing with our minds, pumping up bullshit, propaganda bullshit. Repeat after me, follow me, we're the leaders, follow me, follow me, follow me, whatever we do, follow me. Bastards, fucking bastards, evil, nasty bastards. You don't know them like I do. But now, I hope you may actually get the picture. Just how fucking serious this shit all is. And take note of the evil is as evil does meme, as it were. What's the right phrase? I don't know. Basically, buy their fruits. You should know them. Bit biblical, but you know, this is. So yeah, shit happens. So please subscribe, please share. I mean this. I want this to go viral. I really do want this to go viral. Because people need to fucking wake up to what's actually going on. I can't be the only one. I'm sure I can't be the only one. So maybe other people will see this and think, aha, yes, this is my story, my account of my life. These bastards got to me too. Maybe that was true as well. But we'll see. So like or dislike or comment, please. Do something. Thank you. Bye.